in 60 Minutes' 5-year investigation into mysterious brain injuries to U.S. national security personnel. We reported evidence possibly linking the injuries.
So guys, guys, today is April the 28th, 2024. Well, tonight it's still April the 28th, 2024, naturally. And I did, publish a video recording earlier today, and I did publish a work paper earlier today. But I have now I've now authored over the past 45 minutes or so, actually over the past hour or so, an additional work paper, and it's essentially on the United States Directive against black nationalism, specifically isolationism, and white supremacy, white nationalism and so on. But yeah. So what you just saw on CBS 60 Minutes about targeting Americans, they actually it's just, we've been auditing CBS News for a while, the Central Intelligence Agency and INTERPOL, and they need you guys to know that there's no reason for anyone to perceive that the Central Intelligence Agency or INTERPOL, or including myself, targets Americans or Canadians or any other sort of national of any country, or any sort of citizen or native of any country, So we requested that, and we requested me actually explaining that CBS News bought into lies that there is a Central Intelligence Agency, the INTERPOL faction is actually targeting Americans as part of its audit program. That's not true. We're not targeting Americans at all. We're not targeting ourselves, us American auditors and agents and managers and this and that. And we are not targeting any other group of people or any other nationality or any other nation. We are not targeting any other nation at all. So they covered it up with this particular 60 minutes segment. The previous segment was in Kevin Hart. He did say G1. He was covering. He can't say this in public. He's not going to be able to video conference this to anyone. He might be able to acknowledge it or not. But God won. G1. We won as a team, but God myself won as an individual. Listen, okay. God won. All right, I won. That's what that means. They wanted me to say that we, the collective of God, won. No, there's no collective of God. It's just me, God. I won on behalf of humanity. Everyone else was fighting for their country's interests as perceived by them, or their race's interests as perceived by them. I was fighting for humanity and what is right and just, because I've been trained over the past 1,500,000 years to be able to articulate this and to be able to commission this to myself and to be able to actually do this, successfully. Sometimes it's rigorous, sometimes it's hell on earth in representing demographics and the totality of the respective population and the globe itself when I'm on these rights. Okay? So when I say I won, this is not some sort of a challenge or combat. I just want you guys to know, feel safe that I'm in control of the United States government and its partnership. I run the universe, but we are here on a special commission, myself and my team on a special commission to save the United States, because the United States is the most equipped and was created by me specifically to save the world. My team, we knew for a fact that the United States was going to evolve over time. We started out, the colonies, they started out as what you would consider basic, simplistic and so forth, and eventually with time it became modern and then leading as the most advanced nation in the world, and then eventually it got to the point of being the most of having the greatest prospect in the world. And now it's known, now it's going to be known very soon as being clear. Hold on. So now it's going to be known as clear as the most advanced, wise, equipped, compassionate, trained, experienced, competent, and delusional nation in the world. all necessary elements toward getting the job done. And I say delusional in a good sense. Yeah, delusional is some sort of a derogatory. Well, it might be derogatory to some. It's a negative term to some. But here, when I say delusional, America actually believes it's capable of being able to free the whole world, and that's the confidence. That's necessary. So I'm speaking of confidence when I say delusional in this particular scenario. When I use the word delusional, medical delusional, that's something that's totally different. But anyway, so America is the most equipped to be able to lead the world, and it has received a contract from the United Nations for the most part. There's several contracts actually consolidated into some sort of protocol with the United Nations to manage the United Nations and the future world government of the United Nations. So the United States is equipped to doing so, and it's now recognized by the rest of the world as selected for doing so or under covert operation. So we are not going to disrespect any other nation or any other group of nations in doing so. We're going to be part of a Union of the Americas, first the economic area of the Americas within the Organization of American States system, and then we're going to be the lead country creating the United Nations world government in 2044 with me as the first world president, as Khalid Sandiyata Hassan. I'm going to be elected by the General Assembly of the United Nations. It's going to be known as the World Congress. But yeah, we're going to get the job done. Okay, so yes, I am working. I have worked exhaustively over the past 20 years or so. Actually, yeah, over the past 20 years or so, exhaustively. So at times I've had to be at times I was completely bored. When I was back at college, I could not blow my cover. When I was back at Harvard University, at times as a youngster, I had to blend in. So when I was a college student, don't believe that I was ever lazy at all. When I hung out in the dormitories or when after clubbing with my friends during the weekends and stuff, when I slept late, don't believe that I was being lazy at all. I had my reports to send in, and this and this and that. I worked, and it's not even documented in most employment roles, but it's documented within the INTERPOL and CIA, protocol assessment databases. So it protects my estate, it protects my professional position, and it protects our mission here on Earth. So yeah, I'm gonna publish the work paper that I've just completed. I'm gonna publish it on script.com, and I'm gonna post it on LinkedIn, and maybe tomorrow I'm then gonna post it on my website. I'm then gonna post it on my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter pages, accounts, and so forth. So I might be able to do this tonight, all of this tonight, but certainly tonight I'm gonna publish it on script.com, my particular profile account, and I'm also gonna post it on LinkedIn, my account page and several group pages having to do. LinkedIn actually has group pages. Group pages do not communicate that several individuals actually wrote any of my legal and political writings or any other writing I've authored. I've presented it as authored by me. I don't want any sort of covert interpretation or any sort of obscure interpretation of what I do. When I do what I do, when I publish online, when I communicate to groups, that does not mean that I'm requesting additional paragraphs or words and this placed into my work. No, you guys can provide additional work. You guys can do your own work. The folks I'm speaking to, they know who they are. You can do your own work. You don't need to place any input in any of the things that I do. I don't have any sort of assessors of my work. I'm the one who does the assessing moving forward, and I've always been that person for the most part, without folks knowing. Okay, because of my youth, it was hard to sell that I knew what I was actually doing. Okay, so because of my age in this particular life tenure at that particular point in the past, 10 years ago, it was hard to sell that I was the chief manager of the Central Intelligence Agency, but I was 10 years ago, all the way back then. But hold on. Okay, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna place this online on YouTube.com, and this video recorded. It has 2 segments, but I'm gonna place it online right now. On April 28th, 2024. This is nighttime. What time is it right now? It's 9:08 p.m. Eastern time. I'm still in Orlando, Florida, as usual. I've been here for a few years now, and I consistently have been in Florida over the past 2 decades. You know, even before that. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna post it now. I'm gonna consolidate this video recording, and then I'm gonna post it on YouTube. And actually, I'm gonna publish the work paper on script.com first, and then I'm gonna post it on LinkedIn, my account page, and several group pages, and then I'll be able to upload the consolidated video recording onto YouTube. I'm pretty sure by then, maybe in 30 minutes or an hour, so it takes a while to consolidate the video segments, the video recordings of the same particular day or same particular instance. So I'm gonna do so right now. Okay, all right.